When cops cross the line, it's bad. But when they get caught red-handed, it's legendary. Today we're diving into the craziest moments where dirty cops thought that they could get away with it and failed spectacularly. On September 18, 2024, officers from Catawba County sped into a store parking lot, crashing into multiple vehicles. Troopers reported that the sheriff's vehicle had no emergency lights or sirens activated, and reckless speed was a major factor in the crash. This is yet another case of officers breaking the rules, but they expect everyone else to follow. This cop got caught red-handed, but the next one exposed his own secret.
Yeah, especially early in the morning when you're running late to work, you're speeding, you know you're speeding, I caught you speeding. I just like to hit my brakes.
The officer thought he could post whatever he wanted on TikTok, completely ignoring the backlash that was bound to come his way.
Want to hear about some of my favorite things to do? This is going to piss you off. It's so much fun. So, when it's early in the morning or late at night, oh, these are my favorite. When you're driving and you're coming at me, and we pass each other like such, I like to hit my brakes. Yeah, especially early in the morning when you're running late to work, you're speeding, you know you're speeding, I caught you speeding. I just like to hit my brakes. Get the blood flowing, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Really, I'm helping you out if you think about it. Getting your blood flowing, getting you ready for work. I just like to hit my brakes. Scare you a little. Also, when I'm sitting and I'm running speed traffic, and I gotta go somewhere else, if I want to go to the gas station or grab a snacky or something, I'll wait. I'll wait till you come by. I don't care how far you're back. If you're 2 miles back, I'm waiting on you. And then as soon as you pass me, I'm gonna pull out. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Also, at a stop sign, I'm not going first. I'll wait. You can do that. No. You're going first. Figured I'd let you in on a couple of fun things that I like to do. And I'm sure others do the same. But, yeah. Now you know. Or do you? Are we gonna pull you over? Or are we just with you? Which one's it gonna be? You make that choice. I can't make it for you. Good luck. Also, don't feel bad. I still get nervous when cops are behind me, even when I'm in a squad car. I'll forget that I'm in a squad car. And I'll see a cop, I'll be like, oh shit. It's the cops. And then I'm like, I'm a cop. But, yeah, don't feel bad. Everybody gets that way.
It didn't take long before the officer faced severe heat for his reckless post. This officer's crime was exposed, but the next case takes corruption to a whole new level.
I mean, if you're going to say she can feel how she wants, why can't I feel how I want, man?
Feel how you want to, but I'll be glad to send my end to the prosecutor and request a warrant for your arrest for harassment and intimidation.
On August 8, 2024, a bus driver passed by Eddie's child. Eddie, a retired police officer, used his connections to send an officer to the driver's home, only making the situation worse.
Them and threatening them and cussing at them is illegal, period. Do you understand that? Are we there?
I didn't threaten anybody, but I was cussing at them.
Here's the deal. When you communicate with somebody, it's left up to them how they interpret that communication. She felt threatened. She was screamed at. She was called a cunt. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Real nice. She felt threatened by that.
I felt threatened by my kids being drove off when my wife's waving like, hey, here I am. I mean, if you're going to say she can feel how she wants, why can't I feel how I want, man?
Feel how you want to, but I'll be glad to send my end to the prosecutor and request a warrant for your arrest for harassment and intimidation.
I mean,
is that what you
feel that's what you have to
is
do?
that what
I'm not
you
going to sit
want?
here and beg you not to.
Is that what you want?
I mean, okay,
No, that's not what I want to do.
Listen, here's. I'm not an idiot. Before you walked up here, you made up your mind what you're going to do.
Because of our dealings last
So,
year.
whatever
After our talk,
I'm not going to beg you not to file charges over something when I'm trying to get my kids.
Whatever, okay?
I agree.
I will get a hold of Mike today at the bus garage.
The officer arrived without a warrant and threatened the driver with arrest straight away. It was yet another display of unchecked authority, with intimidation taking power over justice.
I will get a hold of Mike today at the bus garage and let him know your concerns, okay? That the bus changed and you weren't aware of it. He's going to probably tell me that everybody was aware of where the bus stops were. Bus stops change year to year based on who's at the elementary school now and who went to the middle school and everything else.
Right.
They don't change this basically on one person's request.
No, really, I promise you it has. We've been going here the entire summer.
Either way.
And the bus driver said, I'll get up to request.
What they're trying to do is avoid any kind of conflict, okay?
Right.
Obviously, they avoided some there, but created some here, right? So I'll talk to Mike and let him know your concerns.
Okay. Let's pick my kid. I still don't know.
Wherever the bus stop is, one of these two here.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't get along with those people, the other bus stop's really just right here. I had to walk, 3 blocks to the bus stop. You know what I'm
I had
saying?
to walk as a kid,
And
too.
I get it's nice and convenient here, but trust the kids, they can walk down to the bus stop down there.
We do. We learn to go out here.
And it's just the way it is, okay? So, I know it's nice and convenient here, but maybe it's not now. So, so who cares, okay?
It's not about convenience.
Now you understand there's 2 bus stops here, and they didn't just change it or whatever, okay? Densmore told me last night that they added one, and he didn't tell me that they took one away or moved it, whatever, okay? So it is what it is. That's just the way life is, and who cares? It's done, okay? If they're not going to change it back, I don't want you calling the school bus garage anymore.
Okay.
Okay, do you understand that?
I understand.
I'm going to forward this on to Densmore, let him make a decision whether or not. Dude, we're not in the business of having to arrest people. We're in the business with the schools here, me working with the schools city on my day off, to protecting the kids and making sure everybody's safe.
Which we appreciate, we do. And my issue's not with the police department.
I know it's not.
Making matters even worse, the police officer continued to issue threats instead of following the law, being fully aware that an arrest cannot be made based purely on emotion.
I know, but I want you to know, you contacting the schools like that
I understand. I do.
We can revert back to last year.
I get it. I do.
I'm telling you, dude, this lady is the nicest lady. And
sure
Mike said she was in tears yesterday.
Well, I apologize for that. Nobody should feel that way at work or be in tears at work. I want my wife to feel like that. I wouldn't want anybody I know to feel like that or anybody.
The schools, I mean, if your wife wants to contact the schools and communicate with them, with the kids, whatever, that's cool. Let her do that, okay?
Okay.
Because MJ yesterday, she told Densmore that she was not real happy either about your demeanor on the phone. I don't know what that conversation was. I don't know if you're blaming them for the school bus, but man, they don't have anything to do with.
No, I was asking who I can speak to, who's in control of the bus garage, outside of somebody if I call who's going to pick up the phone.
Mike Hildebrand. And that's the number at the bus garage, and you're not going to call him. Because he's the one that cussed you out last year.
With no real offense to act on, the officer made baseless accusations before finally calming down and leaving. However, the individual went on to file a formal complaint against him. This corrupt cop thought that he was untouchable, but the next story is even more shocking.
You living up here now?
I'm not answering any questions.
Say again?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay. Why don't you want to answer any questions?
Because I'm exercising my Fifth Amendment right now.
Okay.
In April of 2017, an auditor, Philip, was pulled over for a tint violation, but the officers had no idea they were to be completely outmatched. Instead of backing down, Philip stayed firm and turned the situation against them.
Hey, how are you? You roll your window down a little bit more for me so I can hear you?
That should be good enough.
Can you roll the window down just a little bit more so I can hear you?
I can hear you just fine.
I can't hear you because of all the traffic.
I can hear you just fine. I'll speak up a little louder so you can hear me.
Speak up a little bit for me. I'm Deputy Henny, Grace County Sheriff's Office.
That's
get
fine.
Your license, get your insurance with you?
Yep. May I ask the reason for the nature of the stop?
I will after you hand me your license and insurance, okay? Can you hand me your driver's license?
It's on this side here. Traffic's noise. If you're worried about the traffic, you're on the same side as the traffic noise, okay?
Guy, I can't hear you. Roll the window down just a little bit more for me, okay?
You're worried about the traffic noise. You're on the same side as the traffic over there. So I'll go ahead and get the luxury of you to put my driver's license and my insurance on this side of the window here. Okay?
You want to hand me your driver's license?
No, they're right here.
Why won't you hand me your driver's license?
Because Texas law states I only have to exhibit them. I don't have to hand them over.
Well, you want to hold it out so I can get your information?
It's right here. Right against the window here.
This way so I can get your information.
I don't want to have to reach over there. I don't want you to say I'm reaching for anything. I want to keep my hands where you can see them. Everything right here that you need is right against this window here. And I'm just going to remain silent for the rest of the traffic stop, okay?
Philip made it clear from the start that he knew exactly how things would play out. He wasn't intimidated for a second and quickly showed the officer he had picked the wrong person to mess with.
How can I help you?
Hey, Mr. Turner, you still live the same address on your license?
I'm going to remain silent.
Say again?
I'm going to remain silent.
All right. You know, tell me why you got pulled over? Or do you want to remain silent?
I'm still waiting for that
I
explanation.
can't hear you. Speak up for me, please.
Still waiting for that explanation.
One more time.
Still waiting for that explanation.
Hey, sir, I can't hear you.
I can hear you just fine, so I'm pretty sure I can hear you.
Because of the traffic and you got this window rolled down like 3 inches.
Yeah, sure. You can tell me why you pulled me over.
Okay, do you want to know the reason?
Yes, I'm still waiting.
Okay. Hey, did you happen to see me sitting on the side of the road back there? A couple miles?
No, I'm just driving on the road.
Hey, when you came by in the left-hand lane, but you're following the vehicle in front of you, about probably a car length and a half back. Were you aware that you're going that close?
I have a dash cam right here.
I can't hear you.
I understand. I know how far I was away from the vehicle.
How far were you?
What's that?
How far were you from the vehicle in front of you when you came by?
I know how far away. I know how far away I was, and that's all I'm gonna say.
How far were you then?
I have it on my dash cam. That's all I'm saying.
You what?
I have it on my dash cam right here, which is recording.
All right.
And that's all I'm
you're
gonna
aware
say.
that you're probably a car length and a half or so back from this person in front of you?
I'm gonna say it's on my dash cam.
Philip was pulled over for following too closely, and the officers likely thought it would be an easy win. Instead, they ended up putting their own misconduct on full display.
Say again?
It's on my dash cam.
Okay. Hey, do you know how fast you were going when you came by chance?
It's on my dash cam.
How fast were you going?
It's on my dash cam.
You don't know how fast you were going?
It's on my dash cam.
Okay. All right. Hey, when's the last time you got a ticket? Mr. Turner, when's the last time you got a ticket?
I'm remaining silent right now.
Say again?
I'm gonna remain silent.
You're gonna remain silent? Okay. All right. Hey, I'll be right back with you, okay?
Okay. But what ended up happening was he ran my plates, and I had got a ticket here a long time ago. It was like a while back. I would say about almost 4 years ago. I got a ticket here, and he didn't pull me over immediately. He ran my tags first, and then decided to pull me over. And then he wanted to ask me questions such as, "Do you know how close you were following?" Which is on my dash cam. I don't have to answer that question. And he was asking me how fast do I think I was going. You don't have to answer that question either. It's on my dash cam. Whether or not if you don't have a dash cam, you don't have to answer those questions.
After nearly 3 minutes, the officers came back, now reaching for a tint check. It was clear that they were scrambling, desperate to pin anything they could on him just to win this situation.
Hey, roll that window down a little bit more and I check that tint.
All right, give me 1 second.
Just a little bit more. Go ahead and put your camera up here, that's fine. Just do it a couple more inches for me, okay? There you go. Let me hold the camera so you can get the reading.
I see it 29.7.
29.7. All right. So, you live up here now? Mr. Turner, you living up here now?
I'm not answering any questions.
Say again?
I'm not answering any questions.
Why don't you want to answer any questions?
Because I'm exercising my Fifth Amendment right now.
Okay. All right. You do this all the time?
I can give you a business card after we're finished.
Say again?
I said I can give you a business card after we're finished.
Please? We're done.
We're done?
This is a warning for the traffic stop.
What was the What was the warning for?
What did I tell you why you originally got pulled over? For following too closely?
I'm not sure you were asking me questions, so I'm not sure if that was the reason why you were pulling me over. So you were asking me if I was following too close. You asked me how fast I was going.
Yeah.
but I still don't know why you're pulling me over.
Because you were following the vehicle in front of you too close.
So, okay.
Okay? That's why you got pulled over.
Mm-hmm.
If you have all that stuff on your dash camera, you'll know it. Okay?
Sure.
So, when you go back and look at it, you probably see my car parked on the side of the road. So you living up in this area now?
I'm not gonna answer any questions.
All right.
Mind if I get your business card or anything like that?
I don't have any with me. Do you have a business card? I have one of yours?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Can I get your name and badge number?
It's Hanning, number 18.
And your name and badge number?
Barker, 12.
This was a perfect example of how to handle a traffic stop. Philip was eventually let go, but he made sure that the officers were left embarrassed.
Am I free to go or am I still being detained?
Oh, you're free to go. So where's this at?
And that's how you handle being pulled over by the police. You don't answer questions. Because you answer questions, that's only for them to build evidence that they don't have against you. They think you're speeding, so they're gonna ask you if you were speeding. If you say you were speeding, then you just admitted to speeding and you're guilty. So best thing to do is don't answer questions, remain silent, and let them do all the work.
The auditor handled the stop expertly, leaving the officers exposed and humiliated in front of everyone. Now, these officers got a crash course in law, but the next cop's blunder will leave you questioning everything.
Why would you handcuff my daughter and that's her car? That's her vehicle. Not a suspect.
I know, that's why she's no longer in handcuffs.
On June 14th, 2021, Jasmine Horn had just parked in front of her grandmother's home after a workout when she stepped out and was met with a terrifying scene. 10 police cars surrounding her and an officer aiming a gun at her.
I live here.
What's your name?
Jasmine Horn. Yes. I live here. Okay. I live here. What's wrong?
Yep, cover. Just back him up.
Yeah.
You got anything on you? Any kind of weapons, anything like that? Alright. Walk her back to her car and then get a good search.
Follow me, man. Is your phone and everything?
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, do me a favor, face the car. Spread your feet. Spread them wider. Keep spreading them. Keep spreading them.
I don't smoke. I'm a school teacher. I don't understand what's going on.
Okay, I'll explain everything to you in just a second.
I just finished working out. I don't know what's going on.
Jasmine was left gasping for air, utterly unaware of why she was being arrested. It was later revealed that the officers were actually searching for a suspect named Jasmine Horn, wanted for assault.
I just finished working out. I don't know what's going on.
Is Jasmine okay?
Yeah, she's okay.
Okay.
Her
mom's on the phone.
Okay, who are you to her?
I'm her grandmother.
Grandmother.
Caregiver.
Okay. And what's her name?
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Do you know a Jaslyn Horn? She's inside?
They talking about Jaleesa now.
Hey, Pygmy. Hey, man, will you come here real quick? What? Who are you going to get?
Jaleesa, her twin.
No.
The police out here.
For what?
I don't know.
I think they said they about 22 on that
Oh,
Why?
I don't know.
What's on there? With a-
one. Yeah,
Email?
22 on that. No.
Oh, that's 100%, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't.
They got
No,
Jasmine.
they haven't
Jaleesa
explained to me yet
and
how that's turned in.
Okay.
Like how
She was going to get somebody, and I thought, do you know
Yeah,
a Jaslyn? Jaselyn? Not her twin, I don't think.
They twins. That's
Right.
Jasmine, and this is Jaleesa.
Yeah,
Right.
we're not looking for Jaleesa. Do you know what
Jaslyn.
No.
Jane, maybe you can explain these names to them.
Yeah, can I speak to her?
Yeah, that's
What's
the
her name?
mom.
What's her name?
That's her mom. She don't know. You might have. Okay.
Hello?
Hello, I'm calling to see what's going on. I'm Jasmine Jaleesa's mother. That's my mom's house. What's going on, sir?
Okay. Jasmine was locked in the back of the police car without even being asked for her license or registration. It was later claimed that the mistake was caused by an automatic license plate reader that confused Jasmine's name with the suspect.
We're trying to find a Jaslyn.
Who?
Jaslyn. Jaselyn. Horn.
There's no Jaslyn Horn there.
Okay, so y'all don't know who that is?
No.
Okay. Well, for some reason, we got an email saying that a Jaslyn Horn was driving your daughter's vehicle. And so we found the vehicle and your daughter in it, and we thought that's who that was.
No, that's my daughter's car.
After 15 minutes, Jasmine was finally released. She filed a complaint against the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, but the officers were cleared of any wrongdoing. The city later settled with Jasmine for $10,000. However, disheartened by the experience, she chose to leave the country and move to Thailand to work as an English teacher. Now, some corrupt cops just never learn, like these two tyrants who unlawfully arrested an attorney.
Step out the vehicle.
Oh, really?
Oh, she gonna resist? Step out the vehicle.
So I'm responsible in case something's in there that could get stolen because lawyers are crooked.
Attorneys and police officers don't get along well, and it is mainly because these corrupt officers can't get past them. Today we'll be showing you similar instances where dirty and evil police officers were humbled and owned by these fiery lawyers. Civil rights lawyer Jill Jefferson, who had multiple lawsuits against the Lexington Police Department, was driving through town one night when she noticed officers pulling over some individuals. She began circling the scene and started recording on her phone, but it didn't take long before the officers turned their attention to her and stopped her instead.
Hey, what's up? Driver's license?
Why are you stopping me?
Why are you filming me? I'm stopping you because I'm going to check your registration because you've got a tag on here that's not proper.
Actually, my tag is proper. In Mississippi, there's a certain amount of time when you have a tag.
Oh, you live that? Well, I don't know that till I stop you and talk to you. Let me see your driver's license, please, ma'am.
What's your name, officer?
Scott Walters.
My name is Attorney Jill Collins Jefferson.
We know who you are.
I have a lawsuit right now against y'all, so thank you for giving me evidence.
I'm requesting your driver's license. You're driving on a public roadway.
The Lexington Police Department is well known for its corruption and racism, and this illegal traffic stop was only about to get worse.
Why are you asking for my driver's license?
Because I'm checking your tag.
Is this crime deterrence?
Ma'am?
What's the reason for this roadblock?
It's not a roadblock. We're on a felony traffic
Then
stop.
why are you stopping me if it's not a roadblock?
Because you keep riding by, and I don't know if you're trying to shoot me or hurt me. I have no clue.
Is it a crime to drive by?
I don't know you.
Is it a crime
I don't
to drive
know you. Let me see your driver's license, ma'am. If you do not let me see your driver's license, you can be charged. Let me see your license.
I want you to charge me. Let's do it. I'm calling my attorney right now.
Hey, I'm gonna sit in this car and
you're an attorney. Wait a minute. You're calling your attorney, but you're an attorney.
Yes, even attorneys have their attorneys. It is shocking that this corrupt officer had no clue about that.
Not complying with you?
She's not complying. I've asked for a license 3 times.
Ask her one more time.
Let me see your driver's license, ma'am, right now.
Why are you pulling me over if this is not a roadblock?
Ma'am, you're about to go to jail.
Hey, Mike, I'm in Lexington and the cops are saying they're about to arrest me.
For failure to comply.
Because I was driving and they pulled me over.
Let me see your driver's license.
Yeah, they're saying they're about to arrest me for failure to comply.
Because you will not hand me your license.
They stopped me when I was driving down the road, but they said it's not a roadblock. But they're trying to get my license and they're not telling me why they're getting my license.
I don't have to until I identify you.
Yes, you tell me why you get...
Tell her step out the vehicle. Step out.
You're under arrest.
Mike, they're trying
Step out of the vehicle now. Step out of the vehicle.
They're trying
Step
to
out the
open my
vehicle,
door.
ma'am.
Soon the cocky cops began forcefully removing her from the vehicle, and you won't believe how many of her rights they were about to violate.
hang on.
Ma'am, you're fixing to be removed from the vehicle.
Step out the
you
vehicle.
do not. I'm going to give you
Everything is being recorded. Everything is recorded. Step out.
Yeah, it is being recorded.
Step out the vehicle.
Okay, Mike.
Step out of the vehicle
I'm
now.
not stepping out of the vehicle.
You're gonna be charged with resisting arrest.
Oh,
Step
you're
out the vehicle.
Step out of the vehicle. I'm going to
Step out of the vehicle.
Oh,
Get
you
out
just
now.
snatched my
Get out of
license.
the
Step out of the vehicle.
Get out of
You're
the
under
vehicle
arrest.
now.
You're under arrest. Step out the vehicle.
Oh, really?
Oh, she gonna resist? Step out the
Oh,
vehicle. Step out the
really,
vehicle.
AG?
Step out the vehicle. Turn around.
Okay, AG.
Turn around.
Let's do this. Mike, I need you to come to Lexington right now.
Ma'am, if you push me one more time, I'm going to charge you with assault on a police officer, which is a felony.
Put you in court.
Miss Jefferson was still in shock at how quickly things had escalated. However, she had gathered solid evidence for yet another lawsuit against these thugs, and this situation was far from over.
What's your name? Because we are about to get you. This is your last day.
Man, we've been doing this 35 years.
Yeah, this is your last day. Where am I? You know you're not supposed to do this, and you know you're about to get in court for this.
You have to listen to what the officer tells you to do.
Right?
You have to do what the officer
you're about to be in court for this, right?
You have to do what the officer
I just
tells
want
you to do.
you're about to be in court.
Hey, that's what
You
we
need to know that. What is your name? What is his name?
That's Scott Walters.
Scott Walters. Okay.
Branch 9. Have a seat.
AG, I want you to know this is an illegal stop and this is a false seizure right now.
Okay.
I'm about to get y'all's ass. This is perfect evidence.
Okay. Have a seat in the vehicle.
Yeah, we got this.
Have a seat in the vehicle now.
Yeah.
The officers had made a mess of this simple situation, and the brutality was only about to get worse, courtesy of Officer Scott Walters.
Ma'am, please have a seat in the vehicle.
I am sitting.
Legs in the vehicle.
Oh, are you about to close the door?
Have a seat in the vehicle.
AG, I'm sitting like this and I'm gonna stay like this, okay?
So we gotta put your legs in the vehicle.
So AG, if you're gonna use force on me,
I ain't gonna use force on you. You're gonna put your legs in the vehicle.
what is the charge?
Please,
to comply.
please put your legs in the
There
vehicle.
is only failure to
Please
comply
put your
when I'm in the process of committing a crime, actually.
You're a lawyer,
It's
man. Correct.
I'm telling you, it's only failure to
Please put your
comply.
legs in the vehicle.
It is only failure to comply when I'm committing
No,
a
ma'am.
crime.
Not here. It's not. Put your feet in the car.
That is exactly what the law says.
No, ma'am.
Put your legs in the
Okay,
vehicle.
you know
We'll have court in court.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
After locking her in the car, Officer Scott mimicked shooting Miss Jefferson with his fingers, a disturbing display of his tyrannical mindset. He then proceeded to search her vehicle.
No, my camera never went off damn time. She was doing suspicious behavior.
You need to turn around. If the road's blocked, it's probably safe to say. You won't.
No, you good. You good.
We're just in the middle of two things. Make sure there's no valuables in the car. That's what I'm looking for. You follow me?
You had reasonable suspicion anyway.
Yeah, she was acting, I was worried about my safety.
Hey, they back, man. They back. You hear me? Officers are back.
You see I'm taking her wallet?
Yeah.
Oh, no, she had, hold on. Hold that. Who's Timothy? She's an attorney. She
Yeah, I
said,
guess so.
if she's an attorney, why don't she say she had an attorney? Now, if you got a Mississippi, you can't have a Mississippi DL in another state. Oh, it expires in 17. I see.
As the attorney protested the illegal search, she faced Officer Scott again, who remained as tyrannical as ever. The search dragged on, and eventually the officers found something that truly brought a smile to their faces.
I'm going to claim on the camera. I understand you claim to be an attorney, but if you want, I wouldn't hire you for shit. Number one, search incident to arrest. I'm required because your car is getting towed. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my car. Okay.
Sweetheart, we'll see.
Great.
Yeah, it is. So I'm responsible in case something in there that could get stolen because lawyers are crooked.
I'm so glad.
I believe it, sir.
I'm about to do the bond sheet.
Oh,
is that a gun?
Oh. Please be stolen. Oh, shit, we got a gun on the receipt, everything else. It ain't illegal unless it's stolen, and please, I ain't never hoped the gun would be stolen before right now. And that's on camera. I don't
know. She's gonna want to put you in court for sure.
I don't give a damn. Well, I've been going to court for 35 years. It won't scare me.
Imagine the audacity, hoping that the gun was stolen just to stack charges. But Officer Scott's excitement didn't last long. A quick search confirmed that the firearm was legally registered to Miss Jefferson.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you found a gun. I want to get some dope in here. What's that up on the seat up under there?
I'm being routed to 1015 to the state.
I don't give a damn if you see a seed on the She must don't know the law.
She don't. That's what I'm trying to tell her.
All you need is it's yours.
Nothing was found in her car, and eventually she was arrested for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. However, it only took a week for both charges to be dropped. The attorney filed a lawsuit against the Lexington Police Department and Officer Scott. Seeing this case, the U.S. Department of Justice jumped in and launched an internal investigation into the police department. This could finally bring justice to Miss Jefferson and possibly lead to the firing of incompetent cops like Scott. Now, while this lawyer had the last laugh, these next deplorable cops were badly owned on the spot.
Okay, there's no audio?
No.
Okay.
There is audio on mine, and I'm a lawyer, and I know what the law is.
So you know about
I'll take the risk. You can take me to court.
The Philadelphia Gun Club was conducting a cruel and illegal live pigeon shoot when two women began recording the event. The club quickly called the Bensalem Police Department, and Sergeant Joseph Blickley arrived ready to intimidate them. However, he had no idea that one of the women was Philadelphia attorney Mary Ann Bessie, who wouldn't back down.
So we would appreciate it if you would leave. You are on private property. Thank you.
Okay. Do you have the audio on those cameras?
Yes.
Okay, would you mind turning the audio off?
No, I don't need to.
Okay.
You know, do I have to repeat what I just said?
Well, I
to this
think
young
this
lady?
is public access here.
Well, you're on private property and you're past
Well, I think
that
it's
point.
public. Well, I think this is
I think
public
you're past-
access.
Miss, it is a safety.
You understand you have every right to protest, but that you can't be on their property without their consent.
Okay.
You can be on public property, you can be on the roadway where it does not impede traffic, but they have the right to ask you to leave the property.
Okay. Well, there is public access along here, so it goes to a certain point. So I think we're within that point.
Miss Bessie was right. As they were standing on public property, they had every right to be there and protest. However, the influential Philadelphia Gun Club tried to show its power.
You are understanding that you're creating a safety hazard here.
No, I don't think we are.
Well, I am telling you that you are.
Well, what basis do you have for that? Because I'm telling you we're not.
You're in the roadway right now creating a
Well,
safety hazard.
so are you.
for people who come in.
So are the police
Because
officers.
You're here, I have to be here.
Well, I think we're standing by the side of the road. We were not in the road. We were always within the public access area.
Do you know exactly where your property limits are? And we'll ask them to stay outside that.
Technically, we are responsible up to the roadway.
Okay. Okay. And I'm going to ask you to turn the audio and the cameras off because it's illegal in Pennsylvania.
It's not illegal.
Yes, it is, miss.
I'm sorry. It's not illegal.
Ma'am, you can videotape me, but I'm asking you not to audio tape without my consent. Can
Okay.
you please do that?
Well, I understand what you're saying. I do.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay. There's no audio?
There is audio on mine, and I'm a lawyer, and I know what the law is.
So you know
I'll
about
take the
wiretap
risk. You
laws,
can
is that
take me to
correct?
court.
It is pathetic how the club member continues to talk and intimidate the women despite two police officers being present on the scene. Sergeant Blickley even tries to lie about the wiretap laws despite it being perfectly legal to record both video and audio of police officers in public.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to get into that here. Do you have identification, please?
I don't on me, no.
You don't have
No,
identification?
I don't have identification on me, no.
Okay. You have no idea
On me, no.
Okay. Can I have your name, address,
Sure.
and birthday, please?
What do you need it for? Am I going to be arrested?
When we get a call, we get to take a police report. That we get a
Okay.
Call. That's all.
What do you need my ID for?
Okay.
Why do you need my name?
We're here on a police call. We're having contact with you, and we're going to identify you and name you on our police report. That's what we do.
Okay. Well, I'd rather not give you my name.
Okay. Why would that be?
Because I don't think I'm doing anything illegal. I don't think I'm under suspicion of anything.
Okay. Well,
Why do I need my name?
You just told me that you're audio taping us, and I asked you not to do that under Pennsylvania wiretap laws.
Okay.
Okay. She told me she's not audio taping. Audio taping. I have no problem with that. I'm asking you to do the same thing.
Okay. Can we get a supervisor here? Because
I am one.
Okay. What about? How about you? Above you?
That's not possible right now.
The incompetency of Sergeant Blickley was mind-boggling, as he really had no clue about the law. As they continued talking, the attorney kept on grilling him.
You're gonna take me into custody because of suspicion of violation of the wiretap law?
Did I ever say that? I asked for
Well,
your
you asked for
name.
my ID, so I'm under suspicion for something, and you said the wiretap law. So what? Okay. But you said
asked-
the reason that you wanted my name and not hers was because of the wiretap law. And Val, please
Okay.
keep videotaping the people who come in.
Okay, you asked why we need your name and your information. Did I
right.
ever say that I'm going to take you into custody?
Well, you said that you needed it for the wiretap law. You said you think I'm in violation of the wiretap law, so I'm assuming that you're going to do something about that. That's why you need my name.
But I never said I was taking you into custody.
Okay, well then I don't think I need to give you my name.
Every police call that we go on, we identify who we talk to, who called the police, who we're talking to, and they go in the police report.
Unless I'm under suspicion for something, I don't think I'm required to give you my name.
Realizing he was up against a qualified attorney who knew the law better than he, Sergeant Blickley's entire demeanor shifted. Desperate to save face, he went on to lie about what he had said earlier.
If you say I'm under suspicion for violation of the federal wiretap law or the Pennsylvania wiretap law, that's why you need my name, I'll give you my name.
I kindly asked you to stop audio taping, that's all I did.
Okay, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, and I said that I understand I'm a lawyer, well-versed in the law. I've prosecuted cases under the federal and the Pennsylvania state wiretapping law. I know that this is legal.
Okay.
So, you're telling me you don't think it is, and you want my name to fill out in your report because you think I'm violating the wiretapping law. That doesn't make sense to me. Because if you think I'm in violation of a crime, wouldn't you want to take me into custody and get all my information?
I never said that.
Okay, well then I'm not in violation of a crime?
I asked you to stop audio taping.
Right.
I said in Pennsylvania we have wiretapping laws. It's
Right.
not legal to audio tape someone without their consent. You refused. I asked you for your information. I never said anything about taking you into custody.
Okay.
Sergeant Blickley knew it was perfectly legal to film and record in public. He knew he couldn't arrest her as any charges would never hold up in court. Watch how his ego has shrunken in minutes just because of this fearless lawyer.
I don't think I'm violating. This is public property. This is public access.
Well, I don't know that you're on public property right now.
Well, I know that we are. I've looked into it. We've done this before. We've been here many, many weeks. We stand in the public access area.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Do you know for a fact that right now you're on public property?
Well, because we stood, now I think we're in the driveway because we're talking to you. But where we were standing.
If you're not sure either, how could you say that we're in violation?
I don't know. I do not.
Right.
If
Then
no
why
one
are you?
knows, then somebody needs to find out, and it probably would be more of your responsibility being you're in the law.
The attorney really ran circles around the sergeant, who stood there like a dummy. However, after a brief discussion, he returned with an even more pathetic statement, desperately trying to justify himself.
Okay, here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We cannot have you stand in the driveway here.
Okay.
On this side of State Road where this is plowed because they've maintained it and they don't want you on the driveway.
Okay.
If you want to stand on the other side of these snowbanks, you can do that, okay? We're going to find out through the township exactly where their property line is. But for right now, we're going to ask you not to impede their traffic and not to stand in this driveway. If you want to stand on the other side of State Road, I can't tell you to stand on someone's private property. If you want to stand anywhere that's public property, you can do that. We don't know exactly how far their private property goes to State Road or what's considered public access because there is no sidewalk here under the snow. But what they're asking is you don't stand on this plowed driveway and you stand on the other side of these snowbanks.
Bessie wasn't going to back down so easily, and she had the perfect reply ready for the sergeant, who was about to get owned yet again.
Okay.
Okay, let me finish. What will happen if we don't move?
If this is private property and you don't move, you could be cited for trespassing.
I'm asking you, what will happen now today if we don't move right now?
Not
if you don't move
before you find out what.
Like right now, you're taking his word for it and maintain, and your understanding of law is that because they maintain this driveway, we have to go, certain distance from the snow. I'm asking you, what will you do if we don't move?
I will go to the township. I will find out exactly where their legal property line is, and if law enforcement action has to be taken or citations have to be issued, that'll be done. What the question is right now.
The Ben-Salem Police Department is known for supporting the corrupt Philadelphia Gun Club, shielding its members from accountability. Shortly after, the women complained about a club member almost running them over with his car deliberately, and you won't believe how the cop reacted.
Officer, while you're here, we got somebody on videotape who almost sideswiped me deliberately. He actually went into the snow, trying to hit me when I was off the road. Well, I'll have to look at the video to see what I captured, because I won't make a report unless I actually got his information.
All right. I can assure you no one has given these people any reason be unsafe. We would not do something like that.
Well, videotape doesn't lie.
We are being as courteous to you as we possibly can.
Video doesn't lie, so we'll see.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does. Okay.
The officer doesn't even bother to look at the video and rules out the possibility of that happening. However, the footage clearly proves what did happen.
Oh, he's trying to get me. Ooh. Yeah, he did. Did you see that? Be careful, Val.
Once again, no action was taken against the gun club, but the officers also left both of these women alone after the courageous approach shown by Attorney Bessie. Now moving on, here is another instance when a lawyer caught these cops breaking the law and took them to the cleaners.
Don't run my ID.
Don't run your ID?
I have no reason to.
Well, we're going to at least mark it down. We're going to take down your information.
Nope.
On July 10th, 2021, civil rights attorney Emmanuel Olawale was disposing of trash in a dumpster on his own property when Westerville police officers approached him and demanded his ID.
Here's my business card.
Sweet 160.
Okay.
If you need my
All right.
ID,
Huh?
I'll show you my ID.
If you don't mind, just so, yeah, if you don't mind, can we see your ID?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
That's a slick business card.
Yep.
All right. I'll give it to him. You can keep doing what you're doing. We're just, again, we're kind of concerned. Yeah, seeing somebody dump a bunch of stuff there. So,
Okay.
Can I have your back? No, don't run it.
Oh.
Don't have to, don't run my card. Don't run my ID.
Huh?
Don't run my ID.
Don't run your ID?
I have no reason to.
The attorney was courteous enough to provide his ID, but did not allow these cops to run him down as he had broken no law. Now watch as he gives these officers a lesson in the law.
down, we're going to take down your information?
Nope. I'm on my property, putting trash in mine.
Okay, but this is not just your property. It's several people's property.
I understand.
Okay.
But I'm not violating any law. So don't
No
run
one
my
said that
ID.
you're violating any law.
No, don't run my ID. I'm a lawyer. I know my rights.
Okay.
I'm not violating any law. I'm on my property. There's no suspicion. No one called anybody. So don't run my ID. I only identify myself so that this won't escalate.
That's fine, but we can still mark down who we're out with, and so that's what we're going to do.
No.
Yes.
You didn't stop me. Don't turn this into an issue.
Sir, you are turning this into an issue. We're just simply marking down who we're out with.
Yeah.
So he's just going to write it down on a piece of paper.
It's just your name.
Why?
Because, sir, we are out with you because we were concerned that you were illegally dumping.
But you've already discovered. Do you want me to show you my office?
I understand that you're here, but I don't know if this dumpster belongs to you or somebody else in the
It belongs to me.
To you and you alone.
Yes.
Can you prove that that dumpster belongs to you and you alone?
This dumpster belongs to the property.
Okay,
and I'm
that's
dumping my stuff in there.
This was a classical case of racial profiling, as the officers had received no complaints about him and were just out there fishing for something. But little did they know they were up against a great attorney who wasn't going to back down.
So if it's also other units.
So what? It belongs to everybody. We're paying for it. It doesn't really matter if it belongs to all the units.
That's fine.
Just give me back my ID. Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you. Don't worry, everything is under control. And that's my wife.
Okay. That's fine.
I understand
Do you want your card
came,
back?
Yeah, I understand you came to check, but trying to run my ID to find anything, no, that's illegal.
That is not illegal. But okay, you can finish dumping if you like.
Now, while this racist police officer was infuriating, this next douchebag took things up a notch.
Why are you putting me in the car? You should put him. He's shot at me, though.
Hang on.
Okay, so I'm scared right now. He shot at him for no reason.
There is nothing worse than an egotistical cop abusing their power, just like this intoxicated officer who shot at an innocent man. On October 13th, 2020, a couple was sitting in their car when Chicago police officer Joseph Cabrera approached them and started to yell at them. This quickly escalated into a fight where the off-duty cop grabbed the man by the neck. In self-defense, the man punched him. In response, Officer Cabrera pulled out his gun and fired at the man before calling 911, falsely claiming that he had been attacked. Thankfully, the shots missed, and moments later, officers arrived on the scene.
Hey, stay right there. Stop.
I wasn't doing anything.
Stop.
Okay? I'm scared. He shot at me.
Okay, when I say stop.
Stop. I'm not doing anything.
You got anything on you?
No,
dude?
you can check
Keep
me
your hands up.
and everything.
Keep your hands up, dude.
I didn't do anything, officer. He shot at me.
Okay.
You can understand our friends.
Relax.
All
right, hey,
I'm
dude,
scared for my life.
Relax.
What do you mean? Why are you putting me in handcuffs? He shot at me.
Relax. You gonna let us talk to you, brother?
Calm down, dude.
Hey,
Calm down.
You want me to talk to you? All right, hey. Here's the thing, see? We roll up on this, we just gotta figure out what's going on. See, you ran up to me, I get you're upset, and you're scared, okay? I'm not saying you did anything to this, we're gonna get to
I don't know why he pulled up a gun.
Hey, buddy, I gotta let you know, body camera's on, okay? You're being recorded, okay?
Imagine being shot at and then handcuffed by the arriving cops. The poor guy was still shocked after being nearly killed by this psycho cop.
What's going on, bro? Me and my girlfriend, I don't know if he thought we were fighting or something, and he came back of us the first time. So we moved out of the way. Oh, it's I think it's my pen for my cartridge. The cartridge.
Okay, sure.
And I'm right here. We stopped right here. He shot at me.
All right, get him in the car.
Why me? What do I gotta go in the car for?
We're figuring this out.
No, why do I have to be in the car?
Nothing on him, we check him. Just in the car, buddy.
Check him, man. You got anything on you, man?
No, I don't got nothing. Why are you putting me in the car? You should put him. He shot at me, though.
Hang on.
Are you serious?
Listen, I've been talking to you this whole time, all right, bud?
Shortly after, the officers went over to detain Officer Cabrera, who appeared intoxicated.
My weapon's here.
All right, I don't know who you are. You a PO?
Yes, I'm a PO.
All right, I'm gonna just take this for 1 second, all right?
Please.
Where's
I copy you. 763
Nobody shot at
Are
me.
you on scene with off duty?
He started attacking me. I fired around now.
Said, this guy over here said this guy attacked him. While he was attacking him, I guess he
I don't know why he pulled up a gun.
charged firearm or not. He said he did since the shots fired came off, you know what I mean?
Oh, brother, so he has to go and do a TRR. Off duty, not off duty, no matter.
An off-duty officer firing his weapon over a minor inconvenience is truly shocking. What is even worse is that he showed no remorse while the victim was left traumatized by the incident.
Hey, all right, listen up. What's going on? Talk to me. What happened?
So I'm at the end of the block, okay? I'm having a conversation with my girlfriend because
Okay.
I'm about to drop her off.
Okay.
And this guy pulls up in back of us like really aggressive. And
Okay.
he asked us the first time, like, oh, are you guys okay? Do you guys need an ambulance or help or anything? I'm like, no, like, we're fine. And he stays in back of us. So I turn around and we go at the end of this block instead. And he comes in back of us again. He's like, I don't know what kind of you guys are pulling, but you guys need to get the out of here. And I'm like, sir, we're not arguing. Nothing's going on. What is your problem? And he started getting aggressive with me. And then he started putting his finger in my face and grabbed my neck.
Okay.
And that's when I punched him. And then he pulled out a gun on me and shot me.
Did you get hit?
No, I didn't get hit, but I heard it. Everything was
Okay. Remember, take those breaths, okay? Take those breaths. Calm down. I'm gonna roll your window down a little bit, all right? Get some air.
If he killed me, if he shot me.
Hold on, man.
What would have happened?
Listen to me. You are not under arrest, okay?
But if he would have
now.
shot me, what would have happened?
You are not under arrest right now, okay? So
You're not under arrest. We're just trying to figure out what's going on, okay?
The ex-cop was still looming freely, whereas the other guy was detained in the back of the police car. Moments later, his girlfriend also arrived on the scene in order to speak with the officers.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, so I'm scared right now. He shot at him for no reason. So he's dropping me off. We park right here.
Where you live?
At first, we went over there. He dropped me off. He didn't do anything. We didn't do anything. We weren't arguing or anything. This car comes in, driving fast and stops quick.
Okay.
And then tells us, are we fine? I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, we are. There was no argument or anything. He was just dropping me off.
So this guy just ran up and shot at you for no reason?
Okay, we came around because we were weird about it. I even called my sister about it. That this weird cop, or not cop, this weird guy.
It's reckless and arrogant cops like these who give the police a bad name. While the couple was telling the truth to the cops, Cabrera's sense of entitlement only grew.
No, he was dropping me home, and then this guy just comes at his face.
I know.
Like, he didn't have to shoot at him.
Where were you guys at when he dropped you off? Like, where's his car at?
Right here, that car.
Silver one right here?
Yes, he was chopping me off. We went
Where did that guy
arguing.
come from, the other guy?
I don't know. That was
Never
that
seen him
weird
before?
guy. He stopped right there. We
Like
stopped.
in a car or walking?
Yeah, possibly, because they were puking in front of my garage on the other side of the stop sign. She opened the door. They blow through the stop sign.
Are requesting
And
fire?
then they stopped in front of my garage. I confronted them about it. I asked them if they needed help, if they needed an ambulance.
Finally, after some investigation, the officers decided to uncuff and release the victim.
Turn around. Try to control your breathing, man, okay?
In through your nose, out through your mouth, okay?
Yes, yeah, okay. You're not hurt or anything, right? I don't see any.
Was your girlfriend in the car?
She was there the whole time. She's seen
Where's she
everything. She's over there.
She's over there? Okay.
Have a seat.
Have a seat, okay?
Okay. Just relax.
The victim was released without charges, while Officer Cabrera was charged with attempted murder. However, a plea deal resulted in the officer receiving just 24 months of probation. Meanwhile, the victim secured a $200,000 settlement from the city. Cabrera also lost his job as he was fired from the Chicago Police Department. Now, this corrupt cop got the beating that he deserved, but that is nothing compared to how this next cop was disciplined.
If you're that scared, find another job. Find another job. Come work with me. I'll get you a job.
In June of 2017, an Oxford police officer arrived at a man's residence after receiving a complaint about a lost dog that had already returned home.
Hello, sir.
Hey.
How we doing?
Doing all right.
You have a brindle pit bull
Yeah,
dog?
I got a brown boxer mix.
Brown boxer mix dog, kind of a tiger stripe on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty solid, strong looking thing. Okay. Well,
Next time, if you don't mind, don't beat the hell out of my door if you don't mind, okay? I came to the door. That was a loud knock. I would never come to your house and do it. Don't come to mine and do it, okay? Now let's handle some business. Actually, hold on.
The man at the door was unimpressed with the officer's conduct, and the situation was about to escalate even further as the officer made another blunder.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, don't do that.
Don't do what?
Put some shorts on, buddy. What is your problem? You don't have to swing my door open. When I close my door, I was going to put some shorts on. Okay? You don't have to beat my door down. All you have to do is knock. I'm nice.
Okay.
Now, why did you knock on my door so hard? Just be honest. Just why? I don't know. I mean, just be honest.
Yes, sir. Were you here about 10 minutes ago?
No, I wasn't. I just got home.
Okay.
The officer was already irritating the homeowner, and to make matters worse, he began questioning his speech.
I was here earlier, and I didn't notice a change in the difference in cars.
Come here. Come feel my hood. Since you didn't notice the change in cars. Since you didn't notice the change in cars, you put your hand on this exhaust, and you let me know. Is it hot? Does it feel like somebody got off the highway?
I didn't.
Come stand here. You can feel the heat come off of it.
Stand here. I didn't say you were lying.
Well, you implied. Come
no,
here.
I'm not.
You ain't even got to touch it. Just come.
I can feel the heat standing here.
God, man. So what's the problem? Now, all this could have been settled differently if you didn't beat the heck out of my door. I would have came to the door nice.
Okay.
But you've changed the situation. So what is the business now?
The man explained that he had just arrived home and had no idea his dog had gotten loose.
I mean, and I know he breaks out. I discipline him too. And he's wrong. But the way you come knock on, beat my door down,
yes, sir.
That's a no-no. And then swing my door back open after I closed it. Don't you ever do that again. You hear me?
Excuse me?
You cannot open my door. You cannot open my door when I close my door.
I can't.
No, can you? You can open when I close my door and say, I'm getting my shorts to come talk to you. You cannot open my door again. Do not swing my door open.
I cannot open your door.
You cannot open my door. You tell me what law says you can open my door.
The officer had quite a weird reason for opening the door, and as he tried to appear calm, he was once again owned by the individual.
That's what law says that you can...
Can I trust that you don't have a gun?
Why would I have a gun? Now we're getting it. Why would I have a gun?
Can I trust that you don't?
Why would I have a gun?
Can I trust?
I'm saying, why would I have a gun?
Can I trust that you don't?
Why would I have a gun? Why does a gun even come up?
Can I trust that you don't? Because it's officer safety.
Officer safety would have been tapping on the door nice and having some backup if you fear for your life that I had a gun. But no, you come beat my door down right when I got off work, right from watching the news. You know how that feels? Think if you got off a shift and I come beat your door down. I didn't do nothing wrong to you. That's wrong. Don't do that. And then when I closed the door, was I not in my boxers? Tell the truth, was I in my boxers?
You were in shorts.
Oh, now you're lying. Why do you do this? I mean, why? Why are you even an officer if you want to do this? Why? Why?
Right.
Why?
The officer tried using the same tired excuse of officer safety, but the homeowner quickly dismantled that narrative, shutting him down with logic and confidence.
I'm saying why? Why? If you want to lie like this, was I not? Tell the truth. Just be truthful. Was I in my boxers?
You were in shorts.
Okay. Do I have different shorts on now?
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. So I have different shorts on now. Okay.
Yeah.
Were I in these when you came to the door?
Right.
I was in these.
You know that I'm videoing this too,
Okay,
right?
but I'm videoing it for me.
Okay.
Okay? We're gonna video it for me because you don't care about me. You beat my door down and you said I have a gun.
No, I didn't.
Okay, how did the gun come up? Did you bring it up or did I bring it up?
I asked you.
No. That's a yes or no question. Did you bring the gun up or did I bring the gun up? Right. I didn't bring a gun into this situation. You did. We were talking about a dog. Come beat my door down. Then you accused me of not answering your door the first time. I wasn't here.
The man, who happened to be a sports teacher, turned out to know quite a lot about the law and disciplining poor police officers. Watch how he tears down the pathetic cop and tells him to get a job that he's safer at.
We shouldn't have to go there. You should treat me as a man and I treat you as a man. That's why I'm out here having a talk with you instead of sitting in the house and not answering.
Right,
okay?
Right.
I'm a man. Treat me like a man. I'm the homeowner of this. Do not open my door when I close my door telling you that I went to go get my boxers. I know where my dog is. The first thing on your mind was, did I have a gun? Y'all itch to use those things so bad.
For
you're so scared.
Safety.
I know. For you to be safe. If you're that scared, find another job. Find another job. Come work with me. I'll get you a job.
Where?
Chronospan.
Okay.
The chemical planet Chronospan.
Okay.
You want a job there? Should I call John Cannell now? No. You don't want a job? You want to be an officer? You want to be a real officer or do you want to be a harasser? Okay? I'm looking at you like a man. Treat me like a man. Okay?
Why did you step toward me when you...
Because I want to look into your eyes. I have no weapon. You can pat me down so you can be safe. Here, you can pat me down so you can be safe.
The officer was left completely speechless, unable to come up with a response. Now this guy could definitely make a great lawyer or even an impressive auditor.
You came violent at me when you on my door. Don't do that. Don't do that on my door. Do you do that to your mom's door? Do you do that to other people's door? Huh? And then you implied that I was lying by saying I just got home. Why I don't get the benefit of the doubt and you must have the benefit of the doubt?
I didn't imply
I'm a first-class citizen, brother.
I didn't imply you were lying. I said I admitted fault in saying that I didn't notice the change in cars
That
like
beat
the
on
one.
my door let me know you thought I was lying.
No,
I know
you
don't
weren't.
know and you don't care. That's the problem.
I don't know
Go
where you
police
were.
another community if you're not going to treat this one right. The community that plays, I coach in this community. I try to do everything. I pick up trash. I volunteer in this community. And for me to be treated like this, it hurts, man.
Okay.
I go to work just like you. If you want a question, ask me. Don't swing my door back open when I told you I was coming back to get my shorts.
Okay.
This tyrant got instant karma. He probably never imagined that one bad decision would lead to such massive embarrassment.
Don't do that. Why would you do that to another man's house? Why would you even do that? What kind of man would do that? Why would you do that?
You walked away angrily?
I walked away angrily after you beat on. No, I said, let me get my shorts. Okay?
After you
I
told
don't come,
me...
and that shows what type of person I am.
Okay.
I'm a respectful person. I didn't want to come out with my. My balls hanging.
Okay.
I want to put some clothes on. That says a lot about a man. What says a lot about a man is how they first treat people.
The lecture continued, and the officer made his way out of the scene with his tail between his legs, getting the ideal walk of shame anyone can see.
You make yourself scared because you start the violence.
I start the violence?
You start the violence, my brother. Did my door hit you or did you beat on it? Let's be honest.
I was knocking on your door, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Were you knocking hard?
I did knock hard.
Did you knock very hard? Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I typically knock hard, yeah.
No, oh, you typically, see, you ain't grown up yet, man. Just tell the truth, man. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the best thing, like I tell people at work, just tell the truth, man.
This ego-hungry police officer was humbled on the spot, but you won't believe the mistake this next officer made while on duty.
Did you just run from me? Sir, okay? All right, put your hands behind your back. I'm sorry. You got almost the same tag, same car. He must have passed you going through, and you turned off this one.
In November of 2022, a female police officer was on the lookout for a suspect when she noticed a similar car and pulled it over. She drew her gun and ordered the driver to step out and lie face down.
Hands out the window! Both hands! You got anybody in there with you? Anybody with you? Take your right hand up in the door. Get on the ground. On the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
The individual, who was later identified as David Wiggins, was just heading back to his home and wasn't even the person the officers were after.
Did you just run from me? Sir, okay? All right, put your hands behind your back. No.
Can I ask you what I did?
Did you run from me?
I was going home. I did not run, I swear.
After a few moments, these dumb cops realize they have made a huge mistake and quickly release the poor man.
I'm sorry. You got almost the same tag, same car. He must have passed you going through, and you turned off this one.
Yeah, it must have happened. We had everybody coming to do.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
All right. You have a good one, okay? I'm sorry about that.
Now, this was surely a traumatic moment for Wiggins, and he immediately filed a lawsuit against the officers and the city. The case is still being processed, and we hope that he gets the compensation he deserves. But the actions of this police officer were nothing compared to this sick officer who caused his city a massive lawsuit.
What are you doing, dude?
Sit down on the ground. Fortunately, on April 12th, 2020, we missed the mark. And for that, Mr. Gross, I'm sorry.
In April of 2020, a Yuba City police officer pulled over an individual for drunk driving and proceeded to arrest him. However, he handled him quite physically and ended up hurting his neck.
And I'll bring a car. I didn't do nothing.
It's called pain compliance. When you stop resisting.
Ow! I'm not resisting. Why are you doing this?
Because you're just not going with the program.
I am. Quit hurting me. You're hurting me right now. You're hurting me, dude. You're hurting me. That hurts. That hurts.
The individual was later identified as 65-year-old Gregory Gross, a U.S. Army veteran who had just been dealt violently with and claims that he cannot stand up.
Mr. Gross, listen to me.
Quit with me.
I'm not with you.
Yeah, you are.
I'm telling you the way this is going to go. Would you like to shut your mouth and listen?
You are not in control of the situation.
You are under arrest for hit and run and DUI. You were about to get placed into a patrol car. I was going to walk you over there, but you decided you didn't want to go with the program. So now you're sitting here like a 3-year-old.
Mr. Gross suffered a broken neck, leaving him paralyzed from the neck down. And shockingly, the officers showed no remorse for their actions.
Moment, I'm going to stand you up. You can cooperate with that. And we've done it again.
Are we going to keep doing this? I can't breathe.
Are we going to keep doing this?
I can't breathe.
You're talking, you're breathing.
You're talking, you can breathe. Okay, let's stand up. Stand up.
Put on your big boy pants. You want to act like a man.
Okay, let me out, please. Let me out, please. Yeah.
Stand up.
Stand up. Come on, you're banned.
Mr. Gross fell to the ground again before being taken to the hospital. And instead of realizing the severity of their actions, the officers continued to mock him.
Be a man.
I can't feel my legs.
You can feel your legs.
All right, there's a wheelchair right behind you. You get to sit.
Stand up.
I can't feel my legs, dude. I'm sorry. I can't feel my legs. Dear God. Dear God, I can't feel my legs.
Come on.
I can't feel my arms, sir.
Mr. Gross, we are done with your silly little games.
I lived 5 minutes. What'd you do?
He was assisted to the ground.
Mr. Gross went on to file a lawsuit against the officers and Yuba City, which the city later settled with him for $20 million. This was the highest settlement in the city's history, and the chief of police had some words to say too.
Fortunately, on April 12, 2020, we missed the mark. And for that, Mr. Gross, I'm sorry. Regular random audits of body cam footage from our interactions with our community members, we have implemented and are utilizing an early warning system to monitor the use of force by our officers.
Eventually, poor Mr. Gross also got to share some words.
I couldn't understand how someone could be in a position of authority and was acting like that and treating another human being like that.
Fortunately, the officer who broke Mr. Gross's neck was also fired from the department, and we hope that this event brings some change to the corrupt police department's policies. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw corrupt officers face the consequences of their actions, proving that no one is above the law. These tyrants thought they could get away with abusing their power, but justice caught up to them. Seeing them exposed, humbled, and forced to answer for their crimes was satisfying. And if you agree, please support us by liking this video.